Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Keith with K&D Flips. Thank you so much for tuning in. Got a quick video here for you, just a dozen items that I've sold over the last few weeks. Some good, some mediocre, and some not so good. So we'll get into the bad buys, the mediocre buys, and the good buys. Hang around to the end and you'll see what the best one was out of this lot. All right, so we're going to get into the first one here. And before I get onto this, if you wouldn't mind just hitting that thumbs up while I put my readers on, give you something to do. And if you haven't subscribed yet, consider subscribing. And that way you'll be alerted whenever I put a new video out, as long as you hit that bell for notifications. All right, this first item here, we're going to cover up that mess that you see back there with these pictures that I'm going to put here. This was one of the bad buys. I actually just sold this one. It went out today, but I've had it for about 10 or 11 months. This Ektelon Racquetball racket. Picked it up at Goodwill for about $2 and had it for quite a while. I think I started it out around $17.99 and then just, lowered and lowered and lowered. I used to do fairly well with different kinds of rackets, racquetball, tennis, squash, even badminton rackets. But anyway, this one sold. I took a best offer of $5 last night plus shipping, and it's going out to Florida. So let's move along out of that bad buy and get into one of the better ones. All right, about 3 or 4 weeks ago, there was a community sale, and I bought a lot of Wii games. There's about 22 games, along with some other accessories and these figurines and stuff that came with this particular lot, along with some of the handheld remotes, the motion sensor remotes. But this one I lotted up. It's a Skylanders lot. There's the figures, 3 different games, and the case that the figures are being held in. I didn't really know much about Skylanders. We have a Wii ourselves, but we don't have anything like this. I did pulled up some comps while I was there, just kind of talking to the guy, and they look pretty good. So I bought that whole lot of 22 games, and this, which included this, for $10. And so kind of backing this lot of Skylander stuff out, I'm figuring I spent about maybe $3 for the Skylander stuff here. And that one sold for $35.99 plus shipping, and it went to Ohio. So be on the lookout for Skylanders by Activision, I think it was. And these little figurines and everything that I'll put some pictures of up here. Next item is something that I've sold before. I've actually bought one at a yard sale, or our community sale last fall, for around $8 or $10 and sold it for like 20 or 22. And then this one I got for free. It is an Easton red camo baseball bat or softball. You can put your gear in there, gloves, balls. It'll hold the bats on the side, or the little pockets there, I think. Anyway, got this one for free along with some other things. He had some hard shell case glove holders, and a couple other like just standard backpacks like you would use for school or whatever. I got it all for free, and this one sold for $19.99 plus shipping, and that one is going to California. So keep an eye out for those baseball, softball bags, any kind of stuff like that, which you'll see at the end. There'll be another item that you need to keep an eye out for. All right, moving right along. This next item, a CB radio. I know a little bit about these, not a whole lot. I did drive a large truck for many years. Got off the road back in 2012, been working from home since then. I have a regular day job, and then I also do this reselling on the side. Anyway, this is a Cobra 21 Limited Classic CB. It was mounted to a piece of wood, so I'm not sure. He may have had it in a vehicle, or he may have had it in his house. But it does have the little cigarette lighter plug you'll see in the picture here. He didn't know if it worked. He hadn't used it in a long time. I did have to clean it up. It looked, like it'd been sitting around for a little while. Bought it for $3 and sold it as is, 4 parts. Did disclose that it was not working. I did try plugging it up in my vehicle, and the lights would come on, but you couldn't change the channel or anything. It would come on channel 5. The dial would turn, but it wouldn't move past channel 5. Anyway, like I said, sold it for parts, and that went for $9, and that went to the state of Florida, plus shipping. All right, this next item, I actually bought 2 of them, a blue one and a red one. They were marked $3 a piece at a yard sale. I offered $5 for the both, and they took it. So this red one here, I I bought for $250. It's kind of a transformer type robot toy, but it's not in the Transformer line. It's not officially licensed Transformer material. I did see some comps where they mentioned, you know, Transformer in the description of the product, so I did the same. Made by a company called Happy Kid, I believe is the name of the company. That's there in the title. It does light up. It walks a little bit. It says a few phrases, 2 or 3 phrases. Anyway, something just to keep a smaller kid entertained a little bit. Bought this one for $250, and it sold for $17 plus shipping, and that one also went to Florida. So, CBs and robots in Florida. All right, this next one, here we go with the bad buy again. This, I was watching some resellers that were having some luck with some audiobooks. Most of them had bought like large lots of them or whatever. I found this one at Goodwill. It's Ralph Compton's Doomsday Rider, an audiobook on 4 CDs. I think I got it for $2 and had it listed for around $8.99 or $10.99. I've discounted it a couple times. I've just upgraded to a eBay basic store. So I did run a sale last weekend and it eventually sold. I mean, I took a best offer of $2.99 plus shipping. So not a lot of meat on the bone there, if any. Pennies, maybe. But I got rid of it. So that one went out to Tennessee, and hopefully that person will enjoy it. I am enjoying it being out of my inventory. All right, moving right along. This next item, jeans. Jeans are selling well. They kind of go in cycles, but right now they're selling pretty good. This is a pair of Levi's 517 orange tab bootcut jeans. I'm assuming men's, size 36, 34. Bought these for $4 along with another pair of jeans that hasn't sold yet. They're not Levi's. I think they're Gap brand. But anyway, they were cleaned and pressed. You know, had the creases in them and everything, and starched. You know, there's kind of 2 trains of thought there. The people that like starched jeans and the people that don't. I kind of am in the latter. I really don't like my jeans being starched. Slacks or something like that, I don't mind, but not jeans. Anyway, moving right along. These were cleaned, had the dry cleaner tag on it, starched, whole 9 yards. $4, and they sold for $25 plus shipping, going to North Carolina. So keep an eye out for jeans. Not all Levi's are selling really well. Of course, your 501s are always going to sell, your 505s. These are 517s. I did run into some 502s, I think, but the comps weren't all that great on them. So, okay, the next item. All right, I'm laughing a little bit. When you look up items like this, you'll see them described as dad shoes. And I get it. I'm a dad, and I do own a pair of New Balance, or several actually. But mine are a little more like athletic for walking and casual wear. Big guy shoes. Anyway, these are New Balance 623s. Bought them at an estate sale for $8. They were basically like brand new. No tags or anything, but there was no wear. I don't even know that I had to clean anything off of it. Maybe a little smudge. I don't know. Size 15 4E. So this is a big dude that's buying them. And I understand that. I wear 14s or 15s as well as my youngest son. He wears 15s. So I understand the struggle of finding large shoes. And if you can find large shoes, they sell pretty well on eBay, as long as it's a decent brand. Bought them for $8, sold for $44.99, and those went to North Carolina. Maybe a Sasquatch in the hills. All right, this next item, if you watched my last video, and if you haven't, watch it. I bought a pair of Pentax, or sold a pair of Pentax binoculars. And I had mentioned that I bought it along with another item. One was marked 15, one was marked 10. I offered 20 for the both, so they both cost $10. This was the second item. This Netgear Wi-Fi USB adapter is new in the box. It was an open box, but you'll see in the picture here, there's, you know, I took it out and everything's still in the plastic, sealed. That's why I said steel, like steel, but no, still sealed in the plastic. Bought that for $10, and that one sold for $35 plus shipping and went over to Alabama. All right, let's see. All right, the guy that I bought the Skylander Wii games and other Wii games from, right next to him, his neighbor was selling some items at the end of his driveway. and he just wanted to get out of the sun, man. It was hot that morning, about 4 weeks ago, and I am in Texas in the Houston area, and at that time of morning it was still, you know, pretty hot. It was in the late upper 80s or early 90s, and humidity's always horrendous here. So he just wanted to get out. You know, he was selling everything for $1. So this was a pair of Brahma boots, work boots, size 11 wide, steel toe. Tread was great on them. Hardly been used. Bought them for $1 and sold these for $12 plus shipping, and they went up to Illinois. So be on the lookout for work boots. They usually turn over pretty good, especially if you can find them in good shape and they're steel toe. And the larger sizes. I mean, 11 is not incredibly large, but it's 11 wide. Steel doesn't stretch, so wide usually works pretty good on your steel toe shoes. All right, I do watch some other resellers, and I'm getting that to this next item here. They say to pick up Bibles if you see Bibles and they're in decent shape. I was at a yard sale where they had just a big rack of books, and all books 25 cents. I picked up this Bible along with some other books, but they haven't sold yet. The Bible I bought for 25 cents. It's a revised standard version of Second Catholic edition is what it said on there. Very nice, as you can see. It's red, has the gold pages, and then the gold like stamped front, kind of indented on there, like an inlay, I guess you could say. But this went for $16. I did have it listed for $20. Took a best offer of $16. It's a Bible. I mean, you know, it's kind of one of those items where sometimes you feel weird about making a little profit off of something like that, but that is what it is. Bought it for 25 cents, sold it for 16, and that went to Wisconsin. So somebody up there got a nice Bible. All right, if you made it this far, you made it to the end, you made it to the best profit item out of this group, and that is number 12 here, this Easton bat. Bats you got to be careful with. There's some that are really good, and there's some that you know, are not so good. You can just leave them there. But this one happened to be an Easton XL3 3330, a very desirable bat, desirable size. That 3330 is 33 inches and 30 ounces, and what's referred to as a drop 3, which you'll see the -3 on one of these pictures here. Something that's good to know with the lingo of the bats and stuff, you know, depending on the size of the bat, what a drop 3 or a drop 6 or a drop 10, something like that is. But this Easton XL3 yellow, very nice composite bat. Had some scuffs and marks on it, but you take one of those Mr. Clean magic erasers, a little warm water, and most of those come right off. I mean, there might be 2 little marks on this bat left after I ran that magic eraser over it. Bought this for $5, and it sold. I had it listed for $130, and I took a best offer of $100, and that stayed here in the state of Texas, went up to North Texas. So that is the dozen items there. Some items you want to keep an eye out for, some items you want to just walk on by, and some items that, you know, bread and butter, you know, pick up some stuff and make a little money off of it. Maybe not the greatest profit, but it's profit. So let's total these up here, and I'll throw the number up here. This is what I spent, $40.75. Everything, let's see, the sold prices for those 12 items came out to $322.96. And after we subtract the cost of goods, it's $282.21. So obviously that's not including fees and taxes and all that stuff. That's just what I spent, what I brought in, and what the difference of those two numbers are. So I'm not going to get into the fees and the taxes. You guys can figure that out. Everybody lives in a different state, and tax laws are different. Anyway, so that's it, man. If you made it this far, congratulations. Thank you so much for watching. Please give me a thumbs up on the way out, like I said in the beginning. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. And then check out the other video that I had that was 12 items, actually 13. Those were some pretty good bolos in that video as well. I'll try to do one of these a week. And then I'll also do some haul videos when I have a good weekend of sourcing. So again, thanks for watching. This is Keith with K&D Flips, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks.